What's going on, guys and gals? It is Darth YouTube here. We're back in Queen's Blade Limit Break, and I haven't done one of these. I know I'm going to be saying that a lot in my upcoming videos here. I haven't done one of these videos in a while where I talk about the game update, my thoughts and feelings on it, as well as the week's activity. So we're going to do that. Just to keep in mind, guys, I do have some content planned. I have made some videos about some things that I promised in the past. I'm just going to re-edit it, or I'm going to try my hand at editing it, or just re-record some of these, something to the effect of skill runes, highlights, and things like that. Content is on the way, trust me. However, this is the week that Destiny 2 Mayhem PvP is in effect, and I go all out in Destiny 2 Mayhem PvP. Supers charge really fast, and I use it as an opportunity to add to my hunter teabagging count. That's right. Every time I kill a hunter, and add a teabag to the notch on my belt. Fucking hate hunters. Anyways, so don't forget that we do have an activities calendar in the game now, and it's right here in this little arrow here. Generally, it's a shout out. They don't actually update it in real time most of the time. Sometimes they have to do an update. So let's just take a look at it. We got an upcoming warrior, Pied Piper, who should come on, I want to say Thursday for us, Friday for Japan. She's a good warrior, but I wouldn't go all out on her, just to let you know. And then today is the start of Harvest Princess arrival, and she is one of my weakest. Oh, I still have her at 8 stars, and I don't have any extra copies. She is actually a good warrior. Don't go all out on her. Depend upon what your goals are in the game. I will probably pull one and then pull for gems just to get her to 10. I'm really short on books when it comes to the arrival summons. I am focusing on, I love the break attribute and the skill attribute, so I'm focusing on them. I really like Herald. Go ahead and pull for her. Try to get her to 10 stars. Trust me, you won't be sorry. For a couple of reasons I will talk about in future videos. Now, as far as the game update, they did make an update to the game. Let's go take a look at the email real quick. Added a Blossoms reset function. I'm really appreciative as much as I am excited about that. That is awesome. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. Added a friends and guild tag under the user display and PvP content. Great. So now we know when we attack our friends, we can have that extra layer of guilt. Kind of like going to Jack in the Box and actually telling him you want 3 cheesecakes instead of none. I digress. Displays a tag next to the relevant users. Anyways, whatever. Sometimes you attack friends. You're competing with guildmates and friends. If your guildmates are the top in PvP content, you don't really have a choice about less fight each other. Use it as an opportunity to test your mettle against somebody stronger than you. Added an artifact soul casting review screen. Can be checked by going to blah blah blah. We'll take a look at that in a second. Fixed an issue where Divine Herald Nanel Starglow was accumulating while incapacitated. Dude, that would be awesome. I didn't know that was a bug. My Nanel hasn't yet to die in the content I use her for, but okay, that's a change. If Nanel dies and she's still accumulating glow, it's a huge bug because she is a really good warrior, by the way. That's why I'm encouraging people to pull for her. Like I said, I can't talk about it right now. I'm not prepared to talk about it right now, but she's a really strong warrior for things if used in the right way. Now, let's go take a look at this artifact gear thing that they are talking about. Under the artifact, when you go up to upgrade, you have 3 different tabs for upgrading purposes. Soul casting is one of them. You infuse a set of gear to get up to a 50% attribute bonus to your blessing stats, as well as the gear's attributes itself. This is really powerful. They added a preview screen, which I'm not really sure why. I mean, if you didn't know how that worked, I guess this makes it somewhat easier, but unless you upgrade your artifact to 4 and 5 star, which is very difficult and time consuming to do, it's taken me almost a year. I can take most of my gear to 4, that's not what I'm saying, but it's taken about a year to do so. And looking at these bonuses was a change that I'm not sure who requested it or why it's really important. Don't forget that a change that I never covered is that you can convert artifact gear now for the cost of a very pricey 5,000 gems to select. It's worth it to select what artifact gear you want. Currently, the new set, the powerful immobilization removal effect set, is not in there. However, if you have the immobilization gear, you can change it to any number of this gear. Now, the Blossoms reset. This function is extremely amazing, and I'm surprised that they put it in there. So G123, if you're watching my shitty video here, that was awesome. Blossoms is a very heavy upgrading, and I got a lot of upgrading that I need to do. I want to backtrack and cover a change that they made before that I honestly did not know, because I don't really think that they let us know. It used to be that upgrading your PvE Blossoms, you had to get to level 60 before you upgraded PvP Blossoms. Well, they've changed that. Now, all you got to do is get to level 10, and both PvE and PvP, you can invest in Blossoms. PvE and PvP Blossoms are unlocked simultaneously, and you get a resonance bonus if they meet the incremental, 30, 60, 90, blah, 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 blah. You get an incremental power boost as well. But the feature here is the reset function, which I need to go back to the warrior that actually has my Blossoms on it. Here we go. There's a reset function right here to where you get 100% of your resources back. This is extremely great on their part. What this does is it gets into the customizational rebalancing. So on single target event bosses and things like that, you may want to reset and reinvest in another warrior without whoops, I don't want to do that. Without, a lot of people do that. I do that. In certain skill trees, reinvest into the warriors to get maximum damage potential, or when you have a new warrior, it takes so long to reinvest in them. So you get your resources back, you can reinvest them. The only part that's confusing is that the warrior souls that I used or the warriors that you use to sacrifice will be converted into corresponding attributes hero soul, meaning that if you before you could just sacrifice any attribute warrior. I'm not sure that I'm reading this right, but it says that it corresponding attributes hero soul. So if you no matter what you sacrificed originally, it looks like if you reset a break warrior, it's going to be break souls. Not sure I agree with that one, but I'm going to have to test that out and let you know. If anybody knows, hit me up in the comment section. Now, there was a change that wasn't mentioned that I did notice. There was a bug in the marketplace that prevented several of us from obtaining our weekly silver medal, which is used in the new special class combat specialization trees under the gallery under class peerage here. So I did get that. So just to let you guys know, I am silver 1. I did update the sheet, the Google sheet that I had that shows the adventure level, power level, and trials tower level you have to use to get through it. But it went from 2 silver to 4, and being that you can only get 1 a week, it's going to take 4 weeks before any of us can upgrade to silver 2, unless they add these to a buy pack. But I also have to hit 10 million power, which is not going to be that hard for me to do, but the next power level might be more difficult for me to do. The other change is that on the attribute tower is that it requires 2 of the honor points to upgrade. Before, it was only requiring 1, meaning that you could go down an entire specialization tree. I'm not sure why they made this change. It is kind of upsetting, but meaning that it'll take you a lot longer to invest in all of this tree, if that's even what their purpose in doing so is. So it says to hold on, I'm going to invest, because when I invested earlier, it said it requires 2, but it gave me a 2 upgrade. I think that this is a bug. Before, it only required 1 to go down. So let's just do a test real quick. I have 0 of 3, takes 2, boom, you go up. I didn't mean to do it down the middle, and no, it only did 1. Well, that kind of sucks. So I am going to reset my tree there and go down. I get my 15 points back. Anyways, they changed it from 1 to 2. Not sure how that, plays out in the tree, but it looks like you're going to have to be more specialized when you talk about the attributes that you invest in first. I'm just saying. Anyways, don't forget that there is a reset feature there so that you can reinvest, like when you're doing your monster takedown, if you're in a certain attribute, or tower. If you're running tower, your daily attribute tower, make sure you're specialized in the tree that you want. That's it, guys. Week activities right now, you have Voyage still going on. Don't forget to do that. Don't forget to spend and get your pearls and your Genesis stones. Let's see. The arrivals. Focus on Nanel. This warrior is really, really good in my opinion, but I wouldn't go all out if you're a new player. Outside of that, there's not really many other events going. Oh, the gem shop. This is where people like me who've got a bunch of gems come to, well, flex on people. The priority here is going to be getting your arrival books, okay? The link key has been a question on many people's minds. I wouldn't invest the 20k in that, although it does give you a hefty attack boost for all your warriors. You have better things to do with your gems than invest in this right now, especially if you're a new player. Never buy these hero souls. They are not worth the gems. Yeah, G123, I said it. It's not worth the gems. Okay? That's it for this one, guys. If you guys want to hit me up in Destiny 2, cross-platform, my name is Darth Butt Kicker. That's right. Kicker of butts. Anyway, yeah, I know. Anyways, see you guys in the next one.